Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television. We're live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Wiyi Agmofwebe. President Bola Tinubu has urged universities to partner industries and entrepreneurs in their researches in order to commercialize their ideas. Speaking at the 43rd convocation ceremony of Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, Kaduna State, President Tinubu, who was represented by the Minister of Education, Professor Tahiru Mamman, noted that Nigerian universities have contributed immensely to research and development, hence the need for them to partner industries and entrepreneurs in their researches, stating that universities are known for research and innovations which provide the necessary ingredients for development of societies. Vice President Kashif Shettima has debunked claims that the federal government is planning to relocate some federal agencies and institutions to Lagos. He was speaking through his political advisor, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed, at the 10th Ahmadu Bello Memorial Lecture, which held in Maiduguri, Borno State capital. The Vice President said there is no truth in the rumor of purported plans by the federal government to relocate agencies and institutions out of Abuja beyond effecting administrative changes that will not put any part of Nigeria at a disadvantage. No fewer than 4,613,197 permanent voters' cards, PVCs, have been collected by voters for the February 3 rerun and by-elections. And that is according to a document posted by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on its X handle. It is believed that 2,189,171 PVCs were collected by voters for the by-elections, while 2,424,026 PVCs were collected for the rerun elections. No fewer than 8,500 bimodal voter authentication system, also called BVAS, and over 35,000 ad hoc staff would be deployed for the electoral exercises. The federal government and Niger State government have reiterated commitment to ensuring food security, aiming to drive down food inflation. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, and Governor Mohammed Bago of Niger State stated this in Abuja. Kyari noted that Bago's visit was an attestation to the strong alliance and synergy the ministry is motivated to build between the federal and state governments to ensure food security and agricultural growth in Nigeria. He further said that is a fact that the agricultural sector in Niger had witnessed outstanding accomplishments since the inception of Bago's administration. The federal government's efforts to attain local vaccine production and to reduce dependence on imported vaccines have been significantly boosted with the launch of the National Plan for Vaccine Research and Development and Local Production. Tunji Alausa, Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, while highlighting the anticipated significance of the project in facilitating the operationalization of vaccine development, emphasized that it would provide a blueprint for the entire process of vaccine production within the country. Alausa observed that the national plan was meticulously crafted through an innovative bottom-up methodology, ensuring that the results of the efforts would be highly beneficial in complementing the national vaccine policy. Elsewhere, Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf has rejected the call by the acting national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje, to join the ruling party. Yusuf's reaction came barely 24 hours after the Kano APC stakeholders, in their majority, resolved to reconcile with the Kwankwasia movement. At the end of the APC stakeholders meeting in Kano, Ganduje reaffirmed the acceptance of Supreme Court verdicts, affirming Yusuf's victory. Reacting to Ganduje, Director General, Media and Publicity to the Kano State Governor, Sanusi Tofa, revealed Governor Yusuf's rejection of the call. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Marwa, retired, has charged men and officers of the agency to shun any enticement that conflicts with the ethos of their profession as anti-narcotic operatives. Marwa gave the charge in Jos Plateau State during the graduation ceremony of members of the Strike Force Elite Corps in the agency, urging them to be mindful that the event is a milestone in their professional career in the agency. He said the specialized training and the skills acquired will enhance their competence in the special role they will be playing for the anti-drug agency in the war against illicit substance. Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has suspended the license of Martini Airline Service Limited, the private jet operator whose aircraft overshot the runway on Friday at Ibadan Airport. The private jet had 10 persons on board before it overshot the runway, as firefighters and rescue officials from the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria (FAN) were immediately deployed to the scene. The NCAA declared in a statement that the license suspension was with immediate effect pending the outcome of investigations into the incident. The regulatory body announced its intention to conduct a comprehensive safety and economic audit of all private jet operations in Nigeria, emphasizing its commitment to ensuring the highest standards in the aviation sector. You're watching News Express, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on our social media platforms using @Global TVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Express returns, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says the world must move past fossil fuel. The news continues shortly with details of this and more for you right after this short break. Do stay with us. This is Global Television, bringing you a live broadcast of News Express with you. Thank you for staying with us. Let's turn to the foreign scene now, where China's Vice Foreign Minister has met his North Korean counterpart in Pyongyang on Friday, with the nuclear-armed states accelerating its weapons testing and threats towards Seoul in recent months. Beijing is North Korea's biggest economic benefactor and a traditional ally, and leader Kim Jong-un has sought to shore up his country's relationship with China while intensifying his aggressive rhetoric towards the South. The weapons test and Kim's designation of Seoul earlier this month as the North's principal enemy raised tensions in the region and led South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol to pull closer to long-standing ally Washington. The United States has also warned of growing and dangerous military ties between Pyongyang and Moscow, calling on Beijing to restrain the North. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres says phasing out fossil fuel was not only necessary but is inevitable. Speaking in celebration of the first International Day of Clean Energy, he called on governments to act and accelerate the transition from fossil fuel to clean energy, with the biggest emitters leading the way. According to Guterres, clean energy is the gift that keeps giving, which can purify polluted air, meet growing energy demand, and secure supplies. The UN chief argued that fossil fuel could connect billions of people to affordable power, helping to ensure electricity access to all by 2030, while saving money and the planet. And in business, the federal government has restated its commitment to enhancing Nigeria's participation in the global technology trade over the next 4 years. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tejani, stated this at the closing of the 11th meeting of the National Council on Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy held at the Coronation Hall, Government House in Kano. He said the primary goal of the present administration under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu is to enhance Nigeria's participation in the global technology trade over the next 4 years. The federal government has stated that the need to ensure strict regulation of tobacco industry in accordance with the country's legislation and global best practices. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Ali Pate, disclosed this recently in Lagos at the formal launch of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission Tobacco Control Advocacy campaign tagged Don't Burn Their Future. Party was represented at the event by the chairman of the Tobacco Control Unit, Federal Ministry of Health, Dr. Malau Toma, who noted that for every $1 a country gains from tobacco, $3 more is expended on healthcare costs as a result of its adverse impact. And still in Lagos, where the state government has launched the Electronic Geographic Information System, also called EGIS platform, where residents can apply, research, and verify land titles across the state online prior to purchase. This was disclosed by Governor Sanwo-Olu on Friday on his X handle, where he stated that the EGIS platform digitizes access on all matters pertaining to land in the state. According to the governor, the launch of the EGIS platform presents a radical shift in the application for land titles from the old manual method to a digital platform where anyone can now access the data relating to all lands across the state. He noted that the new initiatives remove the need of middlemen and agents in the land title application process. Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Gangadhar Balasubramanian, has disclosed that 150 Indian companies have so far invested $27 billion in Nigeria. He disclosed this in Abuja at a dinner to mark the 75th Republic Day of India. The envoy noted that India and Nigeria have enjoyed strong and historical relations with the ties dating back to before Nigeria's independence. He added that owing to the special relationship between both countries, India had invited Nigeria as a guest country during her presidency of the G20. Poultry Association of Nigeria, PAN, has expressed concern over the closure of more than 50% of its farms in 2023, attributing the shutdowns to sectoral challenges. Mojidi Yola, chairman of the PAN Lagos State chapter, revealed this during an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria in Lagos. Yola highlighted that poultry farmers face difficulties in meeting the increasing demand for poultry products due to the closure of a significant portion of their farms. According to Yola, sustained government interventions at all levels, particularly in subsidizing feed inputs, are essential for the prosperity of the sector. And that's it here on the news, and it came to you live from Global Television. You can find us on Star Times Channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using Global TVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Agmo Fuegwe. Thank you so very much for watching. We'll see you again on News Express.